Well, good morning. It's another great day in paradise as I'm out here preparing to just get my day started and look to maximize what this day has to offer. One of the topics that I find very interesting to talk about that a lot of people aren't really ready to hear is the idea that as we live, we are truly preparing to die. And why is this important for us to know? Because the truth is, when we are growing up in our younger years, we think that we're kind of invincible. We don't necessarily feel that things can knock us down or can harm us or hurt us or put us in a position where our health is at risk, because very few young people today feel that nothing can harm them. And yet we do hear of people dying of cancer at a young age, or a 7-year-old being diagnosed with colon cancer, or a young girl has a tumor in her head and she's only 6, and a teenager dies based on overdosing in drugs or using drugs and excessively putting them in a coma. I mean, there's so many different things that happen to young people, but it's not necessarily meaning that it's happening to a significant amount of them. And what tends to happen in life is that as we age, we truly prepare to die. We are preparing the ladder to transition to the next phase of our life as we age. And what's important about knowing that is that when we age and we get wiser and we learn and we grow and we mature, what we truly leave behind after we die is our authentic self. And our self isn't based upon a physical body. It's more based on the spirit of the person, the principles and values of that person, what they did to really inspire others or help others or contribute to others' lives in a very positive way. But also realizing that life is very fragile, and it helps us to understand the importance of knowing that we must seize the day, we must take advantage of the day, but we also must take advantage of knowing that we have a purpose for being here, because we really and truly don't know when our time is up. And a lot of people tend to do a lot of things in life to try to get the edge in trying to maximize their potential, but really are cheating themselves by adding things to their bodies or to their lives that really create a sense of reward in the short term, but have long-term effects. And all we're really doing, if we are choosing to do that, is speeding up the process of death. We're not really speeding up the process of growing so much and learning, but we're trying to get the result very quickly. And if we choose to live our life in a way of trying to get the edge in some way, shape, or form by adding things to our bodies, to our minds, to our spirit, that is just a quick gratification result, it really isn't helping us leave our authentic self behind in a very genuine way, because there was something that actually took away your life and opportunities too early. So what I'm suggesting or looking at is that let's try our best to really run our own race and be our authentic selves while we live, because as we die, our true self comes out, and we don't want to shortchange our life. We don't want to shortchange ourselves in thinking that we need to get something to get the edge and have the edge, when in actuality it's impacting our ability to live a long, prosperous life. And as we choose to pick and choose what things we want to allow in our bodies and mind, body, spirit, physical, mental, emotional, etc., we want to be able to regulate that and know that, ask ourselves that question: do we really need this for ourselves? Is it really important, or is it for the short term, right? And we want to be able to balance how we go about doing that to ourselves, because the truth is that when we look at our life and something happens that shortens our life, we have to look at the choices that we made that contributed to that. And as long as we know that we've done our best with what we have, but we never lived our life recklessly, we will be able to feel good about our transition on that ladder to the next stage of our life. So let's seize the day. Let's understand how we live our life and why we live our life the way how we do, but also look at what things are we contributing to our life that could be shortening our life and that might impact our legacy. Have a great morning, a great afternoon, or a great evening wherever you are in the world, and we'll be talking again soon.